We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Coming to the plate now, number 4. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Cincinnati, the center fielder, number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bader is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Striding in, Nicholas Castellanos. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Sonny Gray is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now a bunt attempt here. The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 2-1.
Full count.
Tommy Edman waits on deck. And he got him.
Batting second.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Edman is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And now pitch on the way. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Hit on the ground toward the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
From the stretch.
One ball, two strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Edman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Right side, hit hard. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. The average coming in, 257. 1 home run and 5 driven in. And he fouls this one off. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. Fouled away. 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. Career numbers against Sonny Gray, just a 1 for 9. From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. DeYoung is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
The 1-2. Two out with the man at first. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Reds nothing. Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. He'll match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Eugenio Suarez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
God, no doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 264 is average entering play. 7 homers and 16 RBIs. Now the 1-0. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bader is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Striding into the box, Jesse Winker. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2. Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Reds are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Molina.
And now pitch on the way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
And he lays off there 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Winker is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Gray gets the sign. Here's his offering. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
They always say hitting in the 8 hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. You're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Two and 0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Stepping in, Nick Senzel. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Popped up. Wong is there for it. 1 away.
Batting 8. The catcher, Kurt Casale.
Now in the box, Kurt Casale. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. O'Neill is there, 2 gone.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 54, Sonny Gray.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sonny Gray. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Fouled off. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The pitch. Lays off 2-2 now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is O'Neill. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the third now, digging in. Colton Wong. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Tommy Edman waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Number 4 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Edman. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Edman, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with one away.
The batter, the first baseman.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
2-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Hit out towards second. The second for 1. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they're up 1-0. Stepping up now, number 4, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope.
A ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's good.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Matt Carpenter.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
The count is 1-2. Oh, that pitch is out.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. Home run number 5 on the year as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Molina.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2 balls and a strike to Molina.
Let's go, Cardinals.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Harrison Bader will be next. Hard hit at third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The third baseman.
Thank you, Heidi.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Eugenio Suarez is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Suarez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fouled away. And another foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. He swings here and sends a chopper to the left side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Reds nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. He singled his last time up.
O'Neill.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Here we go.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. For the current campaign, O'Neill is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Martinez.
Standing in now, Carlos Martinez. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he misses 2-1.
2-1.
And the pitch. Popped him up. Suarez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So striding forward now, Nick Senzel. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Senzel is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
So striding in, Kurt Casale hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
1-0 the count. The pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Tucker Barnhart will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Number 16, Tucker Barnhart.
In there at the knees, strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Back up the middle. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Number 4.
Stepping in now, number 4, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Fastball well outside.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
First and second now, one man out. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 3-2 one more time is swung on and missed, strike three.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hit in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Matt Bowman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Cincinnati, number 67, Matt Bowman.
Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Tommy Edman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he won't bite at that point either. It's 2-0. And this will be fouled away. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again. Just hung in there on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Count is full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. From the stretch.
Ball.
Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. From the stretch. And Carpenter will reach as that misses for ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Paul DeYoung will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
If a chicken miss like 4 cars, if a chicken miss like go yard, if a chicken miss like protein, make a chicken rich with the clothes off.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Yadi Molina digging in now as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. In his career, Molina has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. A tag for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off.
That's
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Full count, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he sends it out of play. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Edison Cabrera.
So now to the plate, Mike Moustakas. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Cabrera stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's a second-year big leaguer. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Edman is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
He waits, now the pitch.
Inside, ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Come on, go.
Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Nick Senzel. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
He's set and the pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Carpenter has a play. And that retires the side. Reds strand a couple. They're down 2-0.
7th inning stretch.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Freddie Galvis is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now playing shortstop and batting 9th.
Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0. Hey.
The 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Stevenson, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Lane Thomas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Again, another foul ball. The 1-2. Now that's popped up. Votto over to his left, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. John Brebbia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Digging in now, Kurt Casale.
Leading off for Cincinnati.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
The batter, number 2.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sacrifice attempt here. Wong for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Up next from Cincinnati, the first baseman.
At the plate, Joey Votto. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner's back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Hit out towards second. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bader will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Up next is Cincinnati, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So stepping in, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he fouls this one off. Two and two. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cardinals lead it 2-1. Amir Garrett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Colton Wall. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Garrett is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Here it comes.
3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Hit out towards second. Moustakas is there. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tommy Edman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The 1-0 home is a missed drag bunt attempt for a strike.
1 ball, 1
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
2-1 to count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. Throw into third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
The third baseman, number 13.
Pedro Strop answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Red. Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Matt Carpenter will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the belt, kicks and deals. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Strop, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Needed a sand wedge for that one, swung on and missed.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out, number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Paul DeYoung, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a two-run game now.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a two-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a two-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a two-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. Strike one to start the at-bat. Two men are on with two men out. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2 to Molina. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now two men in scoring position. Runners at second and third with two gone. Struck him out. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. Giovanni Gallegos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Giovanni Gallegos.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball left outside.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Fouled away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready now, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
In for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Phillip Ervin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Phillip Ervin.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Reds down to their last strike. And he misses there. 1-2.
I got the count. 1 and 2.
And now this crowd, announced at around 33,000, come to their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Martinez earns his first win of the season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Giovanni Gallegos wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Carlos Martinez. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Sonny Gray. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.